from the motherfucking pen. Post this on there. All right. Let's see. Wait a second. Been a little while. What's up, MGTOW Farmer? I see you. Oh, what's up, man? All right, I got two of y'all. Look, all right, so I've been thinking about something, and I am going to talk about something that was on my mind, and I put a link in the description in the video if y'all want to go check this out, where I kind of got this idea from. I got it from my boy Trent, but I'm gonna expound on it and give my theory on it. So what we talk about sometimes, and what we have came up with as a theory, is that men and women are the opposite of each other, and basically that a man is hard on the outside, and we are soft and empathetic and fair on the inside, and that actually a woman is the opposite of us. And basically, like, a woman is soft on the outside, and that's why you're attracted to her, and she's fair on the outside, and your inner fairness is attracted to her outer fairness. But at the same time, she's your outer on her inner. So what happens is that even though she's fair on the outside and she's beautiful on the outside, she's hard, cold, chaotic, and all that on the inside of herself. But we're attracted to the fairness aspect of it. So my theory of why it is like that is this. Absolutely. This is my theory. I'm not religious. I'm not, a Bible thumper. I'm not any of those type of things, but this is my theory on it. And this could be allegorical. It could be a metaphor. It could be whatever. But the way I look at it is this. So in the first story of the Bible, God said, let's take man and make him in our image. So the story goes, reach down, blow in some dust. Man was created in the image of God, or the gods, or whoever those people were that created man. So later on down the line in the story, God said it wasn't good for man to be alone. So he blew in the man's nose, put him to sleep, reached inside of the man, pulled out the man's rib, and made Eve with it. So when I think about that, I look at it and I say to myself, okay, why is it inner, outer, vice versa, and it's flipped? So if God or whatever reached inside a man, pulled out his rib, and made Eve with it, he had to reach inside of the man and pull out the man's rib and then create Eve from the inside of the man. Well, with that being said, since he reached on the inside and pulled out our rib and made Eve with it, she was made fair on the outside. So from our inside, from our fairness, he pulled from our fairness and made something fair on the outside, so we'd be attracted to what we are on the inside. But the flip part of it is that even though he pulled from the inside and made something fair from the outside, the thing that he pulled from the inside that was made fair on the outside was made on the inside how we are on the outside. If that makes any sense to anybody. So when you look at a woman and you see her and whatever you're attracted to, whether it be her body parts, her face, her fairness, her beauty, her physical attractiveness, or anything like that, it's because you're being attracted to what you are on the inside, how she was created on the outside. But what most men don't understand and most men don't see, and I didn't myself, was that we believe that they are created on the inside how they're created on the outside. And we think to ourselves, before you come to this understanding of the understanding that we have now, is that thing that is created on the outside, that's beautiful, that's angelic, that is just fair, has to be like that on the inside. It can't do anything wrong, and it's docile, and it's all those things that we believe. But after coming into the knowledge of the pill, man, and then looking over our experiences as men, you just can realize how cold they can really be on the inside, man, and how they can move with impunity and not really have no type of regard or no type of feelings or no type of empathy toward you in any type of way. And I was watching a good video that Stardust made about Bruford's Law. And I'm not the kind of person that just likes to come on here and like watch surface level shit or just shit that I already know. And I mean, Bruford's Law is something that I already knew, that the woman and the female species controls all of the interactions in the world when it comes to sexual interactions and stuff. I already knew that. I mean, that's simple to see. But, you know, one thing that I really didn't understand was, and I did understand this, but at the same time, like really went in depth in it, is that like the female only deals with the male when it's beneficial for her. And when said benefit is ran out, then her companionship runs out, or what she brings to the table runs out. So with that being said, men are really the only creatures on this earth who really understand the principles and the characteristics of loyalty, debt, integrity, dignity, and all of these things, because we live in the reality of like the physical world. So if we owe somebody something, or somebody's taking care of us and done things for us and been good to us over time, like we feel indebted to them. So like we feel a sense of loyalty and a sense of you know, like loyalty toward that person. But the funny part about that is that when you look at it from the other side of the coin, no matter what you've done for a woman over a period of time, it could be 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, 5 years, 7 years, whatever. If in her mind, that set benefit that she was getting from that has ran out, she will move past you and let you go and turn you away. And that is the crazy part about everything that people need to understand. Like it's a lot deeper than just these simple concepts of it's just your turn and all these kind of things. And all, you got to understand why it is a woman is only loyal to her. Yeah, absolutely. So I always thought to myself, I said, okay. So I started doing some self-examination and looking at myself and wondering, what was it that I brought to the table as far as the benefit of it? Because it never was money, because I never in any I never supported a woman in any monetary way. I never paid someone's bills. I never bought them vehicles. I never spent my money per se, or took care of them, or paid their bills, or anything like that. I ran a mile in 100 degrees. Not funny. Yeah, I just got back from the gym, bro. So what I had to look at it was, what benefit was I bringing to the table? And it had to be some type of emotional benefit. Oh, what's up? Yeah, man, I'm doing good, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, I subscribed to your channel earlier. So I said, what was it that I brought to the table that was beneficial to them for a while? And when I looked at it, it was like, okay, they enjoyed sex with me. They enjoyed the way I made them feel. They enjoyed the chase, the rush, all these kind of things, which are emotional things that they're getting. And look, let me tell you like this. Those things are cool. But Bruford's Law also says that if someone can come along who can fulfill a benefit that's more important than the one that you're fulfilling, then they will move past you too. So when I look at my situations and everything like that, I look at it like, okay, usually the girls that I've moved past or moved past me or whatever, I was always able to make them laugh. I was always able to make them feel good. I was always able to satisfy them in a sexual manner. I looked good enough to go places with them. I looked good to them. I was smart. I knew how to talk. I knew how to carry myself. And then I looked at it and said, I think short-term relationship. Oh, well, yeah, that's definitely the case. So, but then, see, because a lot of dudes get this shit messed up where they think they break up with chicks, man. And this is what I tell dudes and I tell chicks all the time. Like, dudes don't ever break up with women. That's a misconception that people have. if you break up with your woman per se, all that means is that your woman started acting in a way to make you feel like that you broke up with her because she didn't really want to be with you anymore. And in the society that we live in, and in the place that we live, which is America, we know that there's so much access to other people and there's so much access to other options that you could be doing everything right, that you could never change. Like you could come home, you could do everything that you need to do. You can take care of your girl. You could go to work. You could be the same guy that you were in the beginning, but even a better version of yourself as you continue to go on. But what most men out there don't understand is in the world that we live in, but the trick is minimizing your risk in a short-term relationship. Is I agree with that. So you could be showing up the right way the whole time. Most guys a woman is with is his runner-up, man. Women are always looking to upgrade placement. Oh yeah, absolutely. So, but if someone comes along who is willing to fulfill a desire or a benefit to her, which is more beneficial than the benefit that you are providing, then that's whenever they start with the bullshit. Yeah, I did. I got you, man. That's whenever they start with the bullshit of like nagging you, or all of a sudden all these things that were not bothersome to them started bothering them. And they start doing all these kind of things because now they've keyed in and they triangulated on someone else. And that person has caught interest with them and they're probably having sex with them or something like that. So what they're going to do is they're going to start some kind of asinine argument, asinine fight. They're going to start finding things to complain about that they didn't complain about to make you feel like you broke up with them so they could go not look like the bad guy when they deal with somebody else. And I've seen it 100 times. Like, I understand, like with myself, even if I'm providing, yeah, you're right about that. Providing, emotional highs and lows or sexual pleasure or, a good social look whenever I'm somewhere with them and everything like that. But someone comes along who may not be able to provide the same laughs, may not be able to provide the same pleasure in the bedroom, but is able to provide a more lavish, comfortable lifestyle for them, which means like they're going to be an ultimate simp and give them anything that they want. And you can have my house and you could do whatever you want. Like, why wouldn't they move past? Because I get why certain women wouldn't want to deal with me, because they understand, like, I'm not falling for the tricks. I'm not falling for the, like, I understand, like, and a lot of guys get this messed up too. And this is what I just want to tell anybody that's in this chat with me or anybody that lives in the country that I live in. Don't get it misconstrued and listen to what a lot of people say and think that you're the prize, because you're not. And what I mean by that is, so I got you back. All right, yeah, I got you. Let's see. All right, you good? Yeah, so, and this is just the hard truth to realize that in America, as an average man, you're not the prize, man. Like, you're not. Like, you're just like, I just look at myself as like, I'm a decent dude. Like, I'm not hard to look at. I got my own money. I own my own business. I got my own place. I got a nice car. I got a truck. I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm in good physical shape. I know how to carry myself. I know how to talk. I know how to carry a conversation. I'm smart. But in the world that we live in America, that doesn't mean anything, bro. Like, it means nothing, because they know ultimately, with the laws being the way they are and things being the way they are, with things being let blue pill, we will just advance. Yeah. So like what I did, and the crazy part about, I'm gonna switch gears for a second because this is something I want to talk about. I've been seeing like a lot of dissension and a lot of infighting, like especially like with a lot of the guys in like the black manosphere and all that. I'm not black, but it's just something that I see. And the thing about it is that I think what people forget about all of this is no one has no right to tell anybody how to live or what to do or how to conduct their lives, because at the end of the day, this is all like people going their own way. So if you're a man going your own way, all that means is like you making your own rules and you setting your own pace and you doing what you have to do. So all right, I that's cool. I understand what you're saying, but you are the prize. The state wants you. The females want to use you. You are okay. Yeah, I get that. But just go out and look at your interactions and look at the way people act. And you can have everything that women desire, but you still be seen as, yeah, that's the whole thing. That's why I say you're not a prize, because you could be getting rid of like it's nothing. If you're the prize, then you know you're gonna be you're gonna be what could I say? Like you're not gonna be able to be just thrown away. So, but like I say, like with the infighting and everything like that, it's like that's been the ultimate goal of any enemy of any people, is like if you get inside and you divide and conquer, you'll get people infighting and it'll be easier like to win. So the way I look at it is this: I live my life the way I want to live my life. You know, if I want to deal with females, I deal with females. If I don't want to deal with females, I don't deal with females. If I want to get a passport, I get a passport. If I want to go thug out in Thailand, I go thug out in Thailand. So I'm not letting nobody contradict. I mean, I'm not letting anybody make my life go in any certain direction, anything like that. I'm going the way I want to go. And the way I want to go is I just want to be free. You know, so if I go somewhere where I'm gonna be appreciated for the man that I am and be treated better by women that are nicer and more feminine, and why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't somebody go somewhere where they're gonna be appreciated than being in a place where you just looked at as a disposable commodity? Because I got to experience today, man. Like I served in one of my friend's weddings in November. My friend got married in November. He knew I was a pillar. He knew I knew all this information. He knew that I was gonna share this information with anybody at his wedding. People were looking at me like I was crazy, saying, "Why are you talking about this kind of stuff at a wedding? That's crazy. You know your friends getting married." I'm like, "I'm never getting married. I don't want to live with a chick. I ain't getting in a relationship. None of this kind of shit at a wedding." Man, my boy just called me, man. He got married in November, man. He's about to get a divorce already. So when I look at that, I'm like, dude, why did you even do that? Why didn't you listen to me? Why didn't you listen to me? Like, oh man, because you delusional, you think some crazy shit all the time. I said, but bro, I told you exactly what was gonna happen. And you didn't listen to me. So now it's like my boy's thinking about getting a divorce, like, and he ain't even been married a year yet. So every day, like I said, I go out looking for evidence contrary to the things that I believe. And every day I go out and find more evidence to support the things I believe, which is very sad, but it's the truth. So, you know, you just got to understand, I guess the best thing that I could say is, and I'm going to say this to Messy Thrills because he's always talking about this in my live stream. You can't get mad at something for being what it is, man. Like I see a lot of guys in the red pill. I see a lot of guys in the manosphere. I see a lot of MGTOW guys and all that are so angry and so upset and so mad and so distraught and so traumatized and so pissed off at something for just being what it is. And once you get into acceptance that this being is what it is, and you don't hate it or you don't worship it, then you could just act accordingly. You know, you could just act accordingly. You can understand that for the most part, if you're going to be dealing with females, that they're always going to do what's best for them in spite of anyone else. And if you are what's best for them in their mind or in their feelings, then they're going to deal with you. But you cannot get too attached to any of them. Because if you get too attached to any of them, they can always leave you. You cannot own one of them. Like I got a lot of older guys and a lot of people I come into contact with that want to own these females, man. You cannot own them. They are not ownable. For the most part, you may be able to rent them. And that's it. So once you stop caring, why would people just limit themselves to the U.S.? The passport beef is pure ignorance. The world is your playground. She belongs to the city. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Nomi G? Yeah, I know, bro. It's crazy. Like these dudes are. And the funny thing about it is, like, I was on somebody's live stream the other night, and I'm not gonna say whose live stream I was on, but they were complaining. Yeah, for sure, bro. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming to the channel, bro. I'm a lone wolf at heart, so it protects me from get. Yeah. So yeah, back to Gnome G though, man. I was on somebody's live stream and they were complaining about some stuff and they were talking about somebody else and they were just talking about people in general, whatever. And I commented under the dude's thing. I was like, well, won't y'all just meet up and shoot the five real quick and get it out the air, you know? Cause like, if you're on YouTube, and I remember Master P a long time ago, and I ain't even gonna say the word that he said, but he said, I'd never rap about another on a record. You know, I never rap about another on a record. And you could put the word in. And I'm never gonna talk about another dude on here. I'm never gonna talk about another YouTuber. I'm never gonna, talk about another pillar or shoot subliminals or nothing like that. But the way I look at it is like, when they were shooting shots at each other or back and forth and everything, I was like, if you know you're never gonna meet up with nobody, if you know that you're on YouTube and you're not like, cause me personally, I look at it like this. I got my email address up. People know my email address, whatever. If somebody got a problem with me, they could personally reach out to me in my email and they can tell me that they got a problem with me. And if it can't be resolved through email and we had the ability to meet up in person in the physical, and clear the air, we could do that because I'm a man, and if you got a problem with me, you could let me know and we'll try to resolve it the best way that we can. But there's nothing wrong with meeting up with somebody and shooting a five real quick and seeing what's up with it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I posted under the dude's stuff. And a lot of people agree with me because look, if you're not gonna meet up with somebody, if you're not going to get physical with somebody, if the chances of meeting up and dealing with other people are not in the cards and you on here talking about people and everything like that, then all that is, bro, is like WWE tongue wrestling and bar fighting, man. I've been to the penitentiary, man. I've been to prison. I've been to jail a bunch of times. I know what it's like for two dudes that really don't want to fight each other, that are across from each other, and two cells that are never going to react, and they talking crazy to each other through the bars. They got a dude on the other side of the camp and you on this side of the camp, and this dude's talking crazy to you and you talking crazy to him, but y'all ain't never going to meet up with each other. And the only reason that y'all talking crazy to each other is because y'all not going to meet up with each other. See, me, I'm not going to talk crazy to nobody. I'm not going to get out of line. I'm not going to shoot no shots or shoot no slugs and nothing like that. If I know I can't meet up with you and the chances of us never meeting up, I'm not even gonna entertain that. But if somebody really got a problem with me or something that I say, it ain't nothing to just hurry up, put your shoes on, go scratch it out real quick, no hard feelings after, move on with your life. Because one thing I learned about life is this, and this is the truth, man. I've been in places like prison, man. Well, whenever shit gets physical, that's where you see where somebody's really at, man. It's easy to talk that rah-rah, whoop-de-whoop, wolf tickets, all that kind of shit, bro. But when you place in a position where shit could get physical, where you get that pressure put on you, that's where you see a lot of people are built. And me personally, I don't like getting to that level because I understand that the world that we live in today, if you get to that level with somebody, you may have to kill them or they might kill you. So I don't go and seek unjustified war, and I never shot a slug at nobody. Look, everybody in this community is a brother to me. Whether you white, you black, you rich, you poor, you live on the East Coast, the West Coast, you deal with women, you don't deal with women, you MGTOW, you red pill, you whatever. I look at it like this. It's like we all brothers, man. Like, and there's no need to tell another man how to live his life. We all experiencing this life, man, through our own experiences, man. People don't understand, like, my understanding and my knowledge and my wisdom and the way I see the world and the way that I interact with the world is due to my experience. and all of us have different experiences. So I'm not going to tell another man how he should live his life or what he should do based on my experience. And somebody said something about Rollo Tomasi or whatever. Like, I remember when I first came around, I read that book and everything like that. The world is what you make it. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, it didn't tell me nothing I didn't already know. But it's still, to me, we're all not falling. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that dude's married, bro. Like, what does he know about any of this, bro? Like, I look at that dude. Like, when I look, I'm not hating. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna talk about that because I was about to go on some hating shit. But I'm not gonna hate on nobody. I look at myself and I look at the success that I've had with women, and then I look at other dudes, and then I just gauge like off of that. But so like, we know the woman is us inside out. We know it's flipped. So I guess when I look at if you're gonna still deal with them, cause look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, every now and then I'll have a chick slide through. We have a little situation, and then it just goes back to reality. Like, I'm not chasing like behind none of them or trying to blow up. It's just life, man. But it's like I said, at one time in the world that we lived in, I think there were checks and balances, and there were ways around to where you could get what you wanted out of life and everything like that. And you could probably have a successful relationship and all that kind of stuff. But the world that we live in now, there are no parameters for it. So I personally, yeah, Stunner Island. The way I look at it is, I just have short-term relationships based on lust. And once the lust is gone, and the feeling passed and all of that, whenever we leave in our time in life together parts ways, there's no hard feelings. There's no, trying to, no, bro. Like, you feeling me right now. I'm feeling you right now. We're going to do this for a little while. We're going to live out, you know what I'm saying, this lustful scenario. And then whenever the lust passed, then we part ways. And that's okay, because nobody gets hurt like that. Nobody, is trying to bait the other one in and stuff like that, because, I mean, we all know that we the lovers. And I used to be ashamed of that, but I'm not ashamed of that anymore. Like, I'm the lover. I'm the giver. I'm the one who gives love, and they're the ones who receive it. But I have to be really, what do they say? Some people are only in your life for us. Yeah, definitely. I've noticed a lot in these red pill MGTOW type spaces is us dudes don't compete with one another. We sharpen each other like iron sharpens iron. I appreciate. Yeah, like, that's the whole thing about it, is like, you should never tear down someone else. Like, and and if I looked at it, whenever things like that happen, it's all based on emotion, man. And that's one thing that men should never be. And that's what the world has convinced us of. Oh, show your emotions, and be in touch with your emotions, and be in touch with it. No, man, that's not what we're supposed to be as men, man. We not, bro. That emotion and ego, yeah, bro. Like, that's some real shit, bro. Like, somebody's pride is hurt, so now your pride is hurt, so you feel like you got to defend yourself. But if you got an internal clock and an internal compass in yourself, and you know who you are, even if somebody insults you, I don't take it personal, because I know who I am. Like, if somebody said, oh man, this white dude, he's always talking to these brothers and he thinks he's black. I mean, that's what I get all the time. I get people saying, oh, you talking like this, and man, I don't care though, bro. I know what I am. Like, I'm not trying to be nothing that I am. I know I'm white. But due to the fact that I was raised around black people my whole life, I picked up a lot of attributes from them. So I don't take the fact that people come on my channel sometimes and try to call me, like, the word wigger and all that. I don't care, bro, because I know what I am as a man. I don't see color. I don't see race. I don't see, culture or nothing like that. Like, if you real, I fuck with you. Look, bro, I done seen shitty white people. They got shitty black people. They got shitty people at all areas of life, bro. But they got real people too. And if I look at my circle and my spectrum of people, like my best friends, one of them's black, one of them's Puerto Rican, one of them's white, and like, you know, like, so I never seen any of that, man. So I move past that part, you know. All I see is the truth pouring out. That's why, yeah, that I don't care about. I mean, look, man, you're human, so you're gonna want people to think certain ways about you. But what you have to understand about life is that you're never gonna be able to satisfy anybody. And yeah, I am a Cajun, man. You know, what's up, my brother Dion? What's that? I'm all right. It's crazy. I'm 43 years old. My younger brother has 4 kids with 3 different women and nothing but drama with his wife. Unbelievable. I can't believe how lucky I am. Yeah, me too. I don't see color. Yeah, what up, Scant, my brother? Um, Trueport. I am a Cajun, man. Definitely a Cajun. I thought you were New Orleans Creek. I don't know what I am, bro. I'm a mutt. Look, man. If I look over my genealogy or where I come from, one side of my family is definitely all the way French, and then the other side of my family is from Portugal, and I think that's where I get my dark hair from and my green eyes. And but like I said, man, I don't hate on nobody. Like I know, bro. The thing about it is what up, Mike? Love you, bro. You know I love you, man. That's another one of my great friends right there on the chat. Love that dude. Yeah, I don't have kids either, man. I'm 38 years old. Don't have any kids, man. But like I said, man, the red pill, like it encompasses all this because a lot of shit that the world makes us want to believe to like keep us separate from each other is not real, man. Like people want each other to hate each other because they know if we come together as men, black, white, Asian, you know, Spanish, whatever, if we come together, like we can't be stopped. And that's why the red pill is so powerful. Because it's all the same game, man. There's no men in the world. There's no color that's not going through this. There's none, you know, and it's all about separation. So I don't really agree with the infighting. I noticed that men are taking the red pill concept without. Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of people out here that don't know what it is, but they just younger guys. Like I was in the bar a couple weeks ago, and I was talking to this chick, and she was remotely attractive. I'm not gonna say she was a bad looking woman, but she wasn't great looking. And I was talking to her, and she said her and her old man split. He got with a Vietnamese girl, and the last dude that she was with, they talked and they texted for a little while. She went to his place in Venice, and that he had sex with her and he never talked to her again and didn't text her back. And I was like, in my mind, I was thinking like chalk went up for the good guys because he seen she was a thought. I mean, she was in the bar that weekend, so dudes are starting to wake up out here, man. We starting to know, like, you know, pumping and I ain't gonna say pumping and dumping, but dudes are starting to realize like you can't make wives out of these thoughts, man. So it's like now, man, I just don't put no stock in this shit, man. And then look, I got a lot of people that tell me, well, what happens when you get older and you're gonna be alone? Can be powerful, also destructive if a man's not. Yeah, you got to be on your square. Yeah, the thing about it is like, well, you're gonna be alone, and what about you end up alone, and you're not gonna have no kids to take care of you and all that, man. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm not gonna need nobody to take care of me, man. I've been taking care of myself my whole life. I don't need a woman to take care of me, and I would rather die alone and by myself than be with somebody that makes me feel like I'm alone when I'm with them. Think about that shit for a second. You know what it's like to be in a relationship with somebody and still feel like you're alone? You know, and that's why I say, like, don't put no faith in no man. Don't put no faith in no person. You know, don't put no faith in anyone because people will let you down. Like, if you look at somebody long enough, they'll eventually let you down. Yeah, it's you know, so like I don't try to claim to be no guru or no red pill aficionado or no. I'm just a man, bro, who comes on here to, you know, say things that's on my mind that help me and that are therapy to me, and hopefully they help somebody else at the same time. Yep, and guess what, Messi? The thing I seen women die before the men, and then the men die like a week later. And that's how much love that they have for that woman, is that like once the woman passes, them older men, like they pass away too from like heartbreak. So with that being said, just understand that you're the flip side of everything. that there's no good or bad, there's no evil or whatever. It's just that everything is flipped, that everything that you feel on the inside, the woman is on the outside, and everything you are on the outside, she is on the inside. And whenever you understand something for what it is, you realize that you can't be mad at it. You can't be upset at it. You can't be pissed off. Because guess what? Being pissed off and resentful and hateful and angry toward them, it's not going to hurt them. They don't care. No woman's out there thinking, oh my God, the man with one eye, king one eye, is upset at me. I better hurry up and do this. And man, they don't care, bro. It's for your benefit, man. When you let go, when you surrender to the fact that it is what it is, and you accept the fact that you have to do what you have to do for yourself and put yourself first, and not in a selfish way, just always understand, like, and realize what you are as a man and what you bring to the table. Yeah, adapt. Nobody cares about us. You know, what happened to Howard Dare? I don't know what happened to Howard Dare. The first person I ever heard when I came here, man. So you don't get upset, you don't get angry, and you don't get mad at something for doing what it's going to do. You don't. Like, I don't get upset, man. I'm not mad, bro. I've had a lot of success with women short term. I've had a lot of fun because I could talk. Look, this is the whole thing about it. Like, I could get the hate aspect of it, and I could say, yeah, Facebook has ruined relationships and da-da-da-da. But one thing I got to say, bro, is like social media been good to me at the same time, bro, because I've been able to sleep with so many chicks off a simple Facebook friend request or a message that it has become very easy to extract sexual favors out of them. So I could hate, but at the same time, it's like the yin yang and the back and forth of everything is like they got good and bad of everything. So, you know, yeah, has it ruined the chances of a long-term relationship, and has it ruined the aspect of having yeah, it has done that. But at the same time, it's made it easier to access certain things from them that might have not been as accessible at one time. So I'm not mad. I'm not hateful. I'm just trying to make myself the best that I could be. I go to the gym 5-6 times a week. I try to work as hard as I can. I try to focus as much as I can and be the best person that I could be for myself and for everybody around me. And to come out here and not to cause no harm, you know, and to not get upset because you can't control anyone. You can't get upset if someone chooses, like, because like two things in my life that I hated the most was like hearing somebody tell me no or they change their mind. And today people had a right to change their mind, and people had a right to tell me no, and I had a right to tell people no too. Like today I've gotten to a point in my life to where I could tell somebody no and not tell them yes when I really mean no. So there was just something to think about, man. I'm glad y'all came in here with me. I don't have a Facebook no more. I cleared my Facebook and all that just because of distractions. And it's a bunch of people living a fake life that they're not really living in real life. And a bunch of guys being, you know what, I'm going to say this, I'm going to shut up. What's crazy that I've seen is that if you look at people's Facebooks that are in relationships together, like you'll go to the woman's page and it'll just be a picture of her and her kids or whatever. And like, maybe say she's in a relationship with a person, but when you go to the dude's Facebook, his Facebook picture is him and her together, and his cover photo is him and her together. So like she'll have no evidence of the dude on her Facebook, but he'll have the evidence of them together on his. And I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. So they're in a relationship, but they want to be seen as single on Facebook. Just, we know what time it is. So I appreciate y'all coming in here with me. I'm about to go take a shower. I'll be back soon, and I thank y'all for always tuning in, and I got some more content coming. I just got to think up with some stuff. So y'all take it easy. I appreciate y'all being here with me. Y'all have a good day, man. Peace.